Okay, I will call the special town meeting of the town of Southbury, June 12th, 2018 at 7 p.m. to order. Um, I would ask for nomination from the floor for moderator.
I nominate Cindy Harrison.
Uh,
Second.
do I have a second?
Second.
Seconded. Any other nominations? Any other nominations? Any other nominations? Hearing none, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
And Cindy Harrison will be the moderator. Okay.
I'd like to ask the assistant town clerk to read the warning, please.
Notice and warning, special town meeting, Town of Southbury, July 12th, 2018, 7 p.m. Notice is hereby given to the electors of the Town of Southbury and those qualified to vote at a town meeting that a special town meeting will be held on Thursday, July 12th, 2018 at 7 p.m. in room 205A of the Southbury Town Hall to consider and act upon a proposal to transfer the sum of $1.7 million from the fund balance to the Highway Department for storm debris removal and debris management. Jeffrey A. Manville, First Selectman; George Bertram, Selectman; Justin Betty, Selectman; Jason Bushbaum, Selectman; Jennifer Naylor, Selectman; Mike Rosen, Selectman.
I'd like to ask the first selectman to read the resolution.
Resolved upon the recommendation of the Board of Finance and Selectmen, this town meeting hereby approves the transfer of up to $1.7 million from the fund balance to the Highway Department account for storm debris removal and debris management.
Do I have a second? Would anyone like to speak for or against the motion? If so, I'd ask you to step up here and identify yourself and give your address. Are there any other comments from the floor? Yes.
If you wouldn't mind, your name and address, please.
Just a quick question, that's all.
And your name, sir?
My name is Robert Little.
Robert.
Little, Littla,
Address?
370 Cobbler Lane in Southbury.
What was the street? I'm sorry.
Cobbler,
Cobbler.
Cobbler. Just a simple question, that's all. I'm just asking because I'm fairly new to the town, so I'm not sure how this all works. I saw the debris and everything else, and there's still a lot of debris still out and about on the roads. And I'm just wondering, how did we get the $1.7 million estimate? That's all. How did we develop a $1.7 million estimate? Why was it 1.5? Why 2 million? So that's one of the questions. Thank you.
Okay, so there was a bid. We went out to bid, and there was a bid of 1.1 million. Then there's the cost of an estimated cost of the to monitor the cleanup. So there has to be a company that cleans up their bid, but there's also a state contract on, and it's an estimate of what it's going to cost to have this monitored to be sure that we adhere to the FEMA regulations, which is approximately 25% of the estimated budget for the cleanup. And then you have to put in some extra money.
So the bid was like 1.2 million. We estimate the rule of thumb industry standard is 25% of that, so that's another 300. And we estimate, you have to consider there could be overages and other additional town resources that are necessary, and we estimated that to be 200,000.
So it means we don't want to have to come back for any of that additional cost that might occur.
And it says up to. Okay. Is that good? Okay. Any other comments? Yes. Excuse me. My name is Beverly Stoddard. I'm a longtime member of this town, and
And your address, Beverly?
Oh, I'm sorry. My address is 105 Little York Road, Southbury. It's in the purchase area. I'm shocked that nobody's getting up saying that we need to do this. I guess you assume it's all going to be all right. We're all going to do it. I'm also surprised that we haven't had more accidents since the tornado. There are places in our town that you drive and you really don't have good site plans, and you're kind of still weaving around some branches and whatever. I'm totally shocked that more people have not had car accidents, and I'm surprised that more people haven't just tripped over things and gotten hurt. I totally believe that we should be using this money. It's not something we're going to be asking for every year or every 100 years, I hope. The other one thing I would say, just as a fun thing, I wish we would come up with a game, maybe the recreation committee will do it or something like that, for uses for wood chips. And whoever can come up with the idea of something great for wood chips would get a prize or something. Whether we're talking about using the wood chips for filling in holes, or whether we're using it for improving pathways in our open spaces that are muddy or something or other, or maybe there's somebody who can build something out of wood chips or something. I think we should somehow make something fun out of this so we don't only think of the bad things. Thank you. Do we have any other comments?
My name is Barbara Meckler. Live at 28F Heritage Village.
I'm sorry, I didn't get your last name.
Meckler, Mechler.
Thank you.
Wondering about the, pardon me?
Your address?
28F Heritage Village.
Thank you.
Wondering about the dollar amount or percentage of the total expenditure that will be reimbursed either by the state or federal government.
We're hoping that FEMA will approve. The governor has declared a disaster. It's going to the president, and he declares it next. And we're hoping for 75%, but that's not a guarantee at this point.
Any other comments? Seeing none, I'm going to call for the vote. I do want to remind everyone that the vote is the people present in the room, and while we have people on the phone, they're strictly for the board meeting following. So, by a show of hands, how many votes yes, please? How many votes for no? Any abstain? Okay. Seeing none, it looks like it passes. Thank you. I'd like to entertain a motion to adjourn. Thank you. Second? Thank you. And our meeting is officially over at 7:08.
You want to take a vote?
909.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Anybody staying for the board meeting?
Mike, can you hear?
You're being recorded, so just so you know.
Oh, okay, no, it's fine. Now, we didn't put everything out, but logistics, a lot of the stuff is already on the roadside.
Jennifer, Mike, can you hear?
And I go down, but we get in touch with the town department and say, we have a stock or some extra stuff.
No, it has to be at the right way. You have to bring it to the right way.
No, I can bring it to the right away, but just, we still have time to do that.
Pretty quickly.
But right now, we've only got like one stump. You could never, it's actually, bring everything.
Mike, can you hear me?
Okay, let me get this meeting. If you want to stay, I'll talk to you. Gentlemen, can we, George, I need to call the meeting to order. If people want to visit afterwards, we can do that. Okay. All right. I will call. Oh,
Can't have a meeting.
for quorum we do. Okay. Thank you.
Hi, Ray, hear me? Okay, we'll put you back into place.
Thank you.
Mike, can you hear?
I hear you, but I don't hear anything else yet.
Okay, Jennifer?
Yes. Oh, hi, hey, Cindy. Yep, we got you.
Okay.
We're back on.
You're back on. Okay. All right. Let me get my stuff together here. I will call the special board of selectmen's meeting July 12th, 2018 to order at 7:11. Can I get a roll call in attendance on the phone? Is Jennifer Naylor? Are you there?
I am.
Mike Rosen on the phone. Are you there?
I am here.
Justin Betty is in attendance here at the board meeting. George Bertram is here, and Jeff Manville is here. So we do have a quorum. Can I have the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you. First on, can I have, I'd entertain a motion to postpone the EMS committee discussion and executive session to the next meeting, July 19th. Do I have that?
So moved.
Second?
I'll second it.
Thank you. Any discussion on that? Okay, I'll call the vote. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
All opposed? Abstentions, and it carries. Thank you. All right, so bids for storm removal is in front of us. The special town meeting, or I'm sorry, the resolution resolved that the Southbury Board of Selectmen, upon the recommendation of the Director of Public Works, hereby awards the bid for the storm debris removal to Ed the Tree Man of Prospect, Connecticut, in the amount of $1,177,525, and authorizes First Selectman Jeffrey A. Manville to sign the contract. Do I have a motion?
I'll
So
do
moved.
that.
Made and seconded. Okay. Any discussion on it? Hearing none, I'll call the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
And it's no any abstentions or nay. Hearing none, it passes unanimous. Thank you. The staff positions. For the custodian at the staff positions, custodian at the senior center, parks and recreation building, and minibus driver per diem. Do I have a motion for approval?
So moved.
Jeff, are we doing these one at a time or together? Because
Let's do them together.
I
Unless you have
gotta
an,
recuse
you have to
because
recuse
of the
it.
second one.
I understand. So let's let's take the custodian at the senior center, park and recreation commission. Then without you, we do not have a quorum.
No, we have four.
Yes, we do. We have four.
Oh,
We have
I'm
a quorum.
sorry. Okay.
Yep. Two on the
Okay, we'll
phone.
do an individual.
Yep.
The first resolved that the Southbury Board of Selectmen, upon the recommendation of the Director of Public Works, hereby approves hiring Jeffrey Cooper of Southbury for the position of part-time custodian, 18 hours per week, subject to a satisfactory medical examination, including drug screen, at a salary of $18 per hour, in accordance with the Southbury personnel rules and regulations, to be effective on or after July 13th, 2018. Do I have that motion from the board?
Make a motion.
So moved.
Made and seconded. Okay.
Yep.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
And no, any objections? Any abstentions? And it passes. The next is the minibus per diem driver. Resolved that the Southbury Board of Selectmen, upon the recommendation of the Director of Senior Services, hereby approves the hiring of Richard Betty of Southbury for the position of part-time per diem minibus driver with the associated duties for the Senior Services Center, effective July 16th, 2018. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Made and
I'll
do I have a-
second.
Yep.
and seconded. Okay, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any abstentions?
I will be abstaining as the gentleman is clearly a member of my family.
We'll accept that. Okay, and the motion passes. Okay. And with that, can we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Made.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, and it carries. We're adjourned at 7:16. Thank you, everybody, for calling in on the meeting and getting it done. Appreciate it.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
I take it we're not doing executive